then, so in this one we're going to be looking at Bear Britain audits and him getting stopped, searched, harassed for filming a knife arch, and then refusing to go through it, and then the police saying him refusing to go through it is enough suspicion for them to use section 1 of PACE to search him, even though he stood there for about 3 minutes beforehand. So I'm probably not going to show the bit where he stood there for 3 minutes. If you want to see it, there will be links in the description to see his full video. I'm pretty sure many of you have already seen that. But if you haven't, like I say, links to it in the description. Now I am going to be showing it from the bit where he refuses to go through it, I believe. I'll pick and choose exactly which bit I want to go through. But that being said, let's just get into this video.
You don't need to walk through it at all.
No. Just, if you walk through it, it's people on you. Thank you. To go through
Nah, I don't. I ain't going through it, and you're obstructing my way. Yes, you are. This is a public footpath.
Why don't you want to go through it?
Because I don't want to go through it. Because it's not. Don't have to. It's not a legal requirement to go through it, bro. I don't want to go through it. That's why.
Okay. Well, obviously, refusing to go through the arch builds our suspicion, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. Oi, listen. You think if I had something on me, yeah, I'm going to be stood here arguing with you? You're an idiot, mate. You're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot.
Okay.
You're an idiot. I ain't going through it. Move out my way. You're in my way. You're in my way. I'll stand here all day then. I'll wait until you go.
You can stand here all day.
Yeah. Does it make you feel big, does it? Powerful?
No, I'm just doing my job.
No, you're not doing your job, man. You're not doing your job.
Stuff like this is aimed to make the community safer, to prevent people from carrying knives and stuff like that. Alright?
Talk shit.
Okay.
You talk shit.
That's exactly what it's for.
You talk shit.
Okay.
I don't have to go through here, man. Simple as that.
Alright then, so we're going to be looking at some policing policies and principles when it comes to screening archers. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this bit. I'm going to go to the bit which is important. I've highlighted it because I've already done this. I've already had a look. It's this bit here, which I believe, well, this bit, which is the important bit.
It cannot be overstated that in a public place there is no power to demand that any person passes through a screening arch or be subject to screening by a handheld device, wand. Members of the public therefore do so entirely voluntarily. The MPS has sought legal advice on the status of the screening process and, whilst it is a matter of fact for a court to determine, the advice supports the view that it does not constitute a search. Furthermore, a request to remove metallic objects prior to passing through the screen is deemed to be part of the screening process and is also not a search as defined in the Police and Criminal Evidence Act or other legislation. Should a person refuse to pass through a screening arch, this does not in itself provide reasonable grounds to conduct a manual search. It is clearly a factor which may influence an officer in establishing reasonable grounds and is likely to lead to questioning or other investigative measures, but it is not grounds alone to justify a search. It is important to reiterate that powers to search any person and officer safety guidance remain entirely unaffected by screening arches and their use. Refer to the stop and search stops for further information on searches of persons.
Right, so there we go. I'm not going to go into any more. Refusing to go through does not give them powers or grounds to search you by hand, manually, at all, in their own policies. You're under no obligation to go through it, and they cannot force you to go through it, as you've just seen they're trying to do with Bear Britain here. Now, this bit here is quite important in a minute. I say that, and I will come back to this when it comes to the important part. So let's get back to the video.
Gonna move out my way, please, miss? No.
Like you said, it raises suspicions as to why you won't walk through it.
Because I don't get dictated to by you. That's why, yeah? no way, when I'm going about my day, am I being dictated to by you, or him, or him, or him, or her, or him. Not one of you's dictating to me to walk through that piece of shit.
You can go the long way around.
No, I can't. Oh, right, so if you really think there's suspicion, so if I turn and say I'm walking the other way now, you're not going to search me, no?
Don't be from our office.
You contradict yourselves, man. You contradict yourselves. You contradict yourselves.
Okay, mate. You're going to be saying for purpose of search under section 1 of PACE, alright?
You're searching me?
Yeah, I'm going to search you.
Wow,
You've been
get your
aggressive,
fucking
right?
hands off
You've been
me.
aggressive and shouted at me, so I'm going to put you in cuffs for my safety for now.
Are you
Right,
fucking
my
mad?
colleague's Safety, alright?
Are you mad?
Just give me your hand, please.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Careful your wrist, alright?
Oi, I'm fucking recording you, you
fine.
silly...
Right. Obviously, you've avoided a knife arch, didn't you? Right.
Well, there's no need to handcuff me like this. I've been stood here how long?
You've avoided the knife arch, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I just don't want to come through it. I just don't want to go through it.
That's perfectly fine. What I'm looking for is any privacy articles, male, so bladed articles, knives.
Do not touch my bollocks. Do not touch my balls. Are you gay?
Okay.
Are you gay?
Less of that, alright, mate?
Don't touch my balls, man.
This is what the officer's telling you.
Listen, bro, it's not a legal requirement. You're going to be hearing from my
I'm PC
solicitor.
Edwards, 28212, the collar number.
You're going to be hearing from my solicitor. Oh, you're groping me, man. Sexual harassment. Sexual harassment.
Okay, then, so this is where we go back to this. So, his reason for the search is he has refused to go through the knife arch. What does this say?
Should a person refuse to pass through a screening arch, this does not in itself provide reasonable grounds to conduct a manual search. It is clearly a
Does not give him grounds to a manual search. So him refusing to go through does not give him grounds for a manual search, but they're using Section 1 of PACE, which is the Police and Criminal Evidence Act of 1984. Powers of a constable to stop and search a person and vehicle. A constable may exercise any powers conferred by this section in any place to which at the time when this... It's absolutely fucking nonsense, right? This section does not give a constable powers to search a person or vehicle or anything in or on the vehicle unless he has reasonable grounds, this is the key word, reasonable grounds to suspect that he will find stolen or prohibited articles. In this case, he's looking for weapons. Now, his whole reason for this search and using this search, I'm not going to go through this, we'll go through it all the time. Keyword in this is reasonable grounds to reasonable grounds to suspect that he will find stolen or prohibited articles. That's the only bit which is important to this. If he does not have those reasonable grounds, which this says he doesn't have them reasonable grounds, he can't use this. So what is his suspicion? His suspicion is barely based on the fact that he didn't go through the knife arch. He said that himself. His own policies and principles say person refusing to go through the knife arch is not grounds for this search, so he's abused this section. Not only that, he failed on a few more things. I'll have to pull that. He failed on a few more things, so let's get that up as well. So that's this as well. So when the police stop and search you, this is things they can do. No, before the searcher, they didn't do this. Before the search you, a police officer must tell you their name and police station. So this guy told him his name, what they are expecting to find, which he did, looking for prohibited articles, the reason they want to search you, which the sort of did, saying not going through the knife arch, that's his reason. Why they are allowed to search you, which he said under Section 1 of PACE, if they are recording anybody on camera, and that you can have a copy of the search. So they did do that. They failed the police station they are from. The grounds which they're saying is absolutely nonsense, so that's a fail there. But it goes into it again, the use of handcuffs. I'm not going to pull that up, but it does say they shouldn't use handcuffs as a routinely thing. It should be a measured thing, because he was shouting at him, saying the use of handcuffs was warranted. Now, the use of handcuffs is a use of force, which has to be justified. Now, all that being said, let's get back into the video.
What are you doing, man? Fucking pulling my pants down. You're pulling my pants down, man.
Touch your pants, stop shouting.
He just pulled my trousers down.
You're searching your pockets, your outer pockets, okay? Don't shout, you're in a public place. And stop being abusive towards the officer.
You're abusing me right now.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are. You're abusing me now, Sergeant.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not.
You look, you ain't gonna find nothing, mate, because I'm not carrying anything other than my wallet.
Put this back in your pocket for
Yeah,
you.
put them back in my pocket now. Get off my shit. Get off my stuff, man. Get off my trousers. You're putting your hands down my trousers, man. You just put your hands down my trousers. Yes, he did. Just put his hands down my trousers. Yes, he did. He just put his fingers down my trousers.
I'm going to fill out a record of your search, right? And I'll give you a code so you can obtain your copy of a search from any police station for the next 3 months, right?
Was that worth it? Was that really worth it?
Told you why you've been searched.
Nah, you knew, man. If I had something on me, I'm not going to be stood here arguing with a copper, am I? If I was going equipped, I would not be stood here. Listen, mate, you're going to end up all over the internet tonight. You're going to be famous. Mr. PC28212. Can I have your collar number as well? Your Sarge? Because you're all going to my solicitor. Every single one of you. So I don't have to walk through it now, do I?
No, you've been searched.
Muppet. Nah, do I? Shit.
Don't want a copy of your search.
Huh? Actually, yeah, I do. Gonna need it for my solicitor, ain't I?
No problem.
Okay then, so what I would say is what they did was a section 26 of the Criminal Justice and Courts Act of 2015, which is corrupt or other improper exercises of police powers and privileges. Which, let's just get into this.
A police constable listed in subsection 3 commits an offence if he or she A. He exercises the powers and privileges of a constable improperly, and B. Knows or ought to know that the exercise is improper.
So as we've already discussed, this is what he should already know. And going through the Knife Act, bear in mind he went to a sergeant as well. And his grounds was refusing to go through the knife arch, so he's used section 1 of PACE improperly. Makes him, in my opinion, guilty of this because he ought to know, and the sergeant ought to know, that refusal to go through a knife arch is not grounds to a search. Now, his grounds for that search was refusal to go through the knife arch. So, in my opinion, they used their powers improperly, so should be guilty of section 26. A police constable guilty of this offence under this section is liable on conviction on indictment to imprison for a term not exceeding 14 years, or a fine, or both. They should be looking at prison time. It's that simple. The sergeant, all the way down to every single constable there, which refused to step in and allowed this to happen. You are all complicit. It is that simple. That's how I see it. So let's get back to the video.
You'll take your details and you're entitled to a copy of that.
Nah, you don't need my details for a search. That's untrue.
Okay.
Do not need my details for a search.
So I'm
I like the way you try, though. I like the way you try. It's good, isn't it?
Listen to me. I'm white British. How do you identify yourself as?
Your dad.
Okay, silliness. Again. I'll put not stated down here, alright? Are you going to give you... It's optional. I know it's optional. Are you going to give your name and date of birth? No? Okay.
Like I said, I'd lawfully search you otherwise, buddy. You lot are sausages, man. Proper muppets. You know people don't have to go through here. And then to use Section 1 as PACE as your reasonable suspicion is abuse of powers, man. It's abuse of Section 1 of PACE, and you know it. You know it as a sergeant. I hope you do as a sergeant anyway. And my solicitor's going to know this, and you're going to be hearing from them.
Tell me how to take this for you, mate. Alright. I'm too expert.
Can't believe you put your hands down my trousers, man.
There you are, mate. See that code there? If you go to any police station next 3 months, give them that code, you'll be able to get a copy of your search, okay? Which says why you were searched, what was found, what further...
How am I going to get that then?
So, take a picture of that now if you want. Are you going to take a picture of it, or...?
No, I ain't. Surely that's for you to give me that.
I am giving it, I'm providing it now. So take a picture of it or write it down.
Get out of my face, man. Go away. Go away. As he said, it's a public place. It's a public, yeah, it should be. It's a public place, so I'll stand here for as long as I want.
Yeah, if you could just move out the way.
Don't tell me where to stand. It's a public. Is this now a private space? I don't care. You're in everyone's way. You're in everyone's way.
Watch out for this man trying to get
Have I got eyes in the back of my head? Would you usually be here telling me to watch everyone behind me? Don't tell me what to do. Do not tell me what to do. Do not tell me what to do, man. Remember, I'm your dad, not the other way around. Touching my penis and that. What are you touching my penis for?
Okay then, so that's where I'm going to end this video. If not, it'll go on for a very long time. Now, as you've seen, he was searched on the grounds was refusing to go through the knife arch. I showed you that refusal to go through the knife arch on its own is not grounds for the search. Then I've also shown you the powers they've used must have reasonable grounds, and we've already ruled out the fact that refusal to go through the knife arch is not grounds at all. So that to me would also, like I said in the video, a section 26. Because they ought to know that not going through that is not grounds, and there was a sergeant there. Not one of them said what station they are from. So that was a fail as well. But that being said, I want to know what you thought. As always, I want to thank my members for being a member. If you want to become a member, click the join button down below. Like I said, I want to know what you thought of this interaction. So let me know what you thought of this interaction in the comments down below. As always, like the video as it does help in YouTube's algorithm. And I'll catch you on the next one.